It don't exist anymore
I wanna watch
because of the name, I'm sure.
I don't think ApeTube exists anymore either. Welcome back. You guys want to watch some ApeTube?
No.
What about some Young Leaf?
Dude, tell me that's not a crazy name. Tell me that's not a crazy name.
that?
Young Leaf. It's a porn site. Tell me that don't sound like some pedophilia shit, bro.
It does.
Okay,
That does.
but I was explaining to him, in my defense, it was nothing but very high quality pornos, but it was like 4K and above. But all they did was like sensual sex. Like there was no like fake, I'm hitting this girl, you know, and she you know, anal, oral, that order, you know what I mean? Like it was like
Anal order. that order. Fucking doo-doo crumbs on it. Yeah.
sucking down the truffle butter, you know what I mean? Like
Y'all remember when Truffle Butter was like the popular song?
yeah, Nikki.
Oh God. Yo, Nikki.
Welcome back to the On Game Show. Thank you so much for joining us. We are playing poker again. We're doing a little bit of a late night on a school night type of vibe.
Yeah, I gotta go in 30 minutes, guys.
Do you really?
No.
Okay.
Hey,
I was like,
What the
wow.
fuck is this?
Bedtime?
Yeah, but it's a school night, isn't it?
Is
Anybody here got kids?
no.
Thank goodness.
Anybody here a
goodness.
kid?
Not that I know about.
Not that I know about.
Not that I know
He
of.
always says that, doesn't he? He's a little dirty boy. He's a little dirty boy. I really don't want to put any in on this, but we're gonna put it in. We're gonna see what happens.
That's what she. No,
So what's been going on, boys?
not much, man. Dude, I bought a pull-up bar thing, a pull-up bar, and like a dip thing. I'm gonna start doing like calisthenics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got one of like a pull-up bar and is it like a stationary thing, or is it like one of the pull-up bars you put on the top of a door? And
No. It's like a state, like the whole
whole
what
set.
you see in the gym.
Yeah.
Like a pull-up
That's
bar. You
dope.
put your arms on there and do the leg lifts and all that stuff.
Do you have the rope with it? Does it have no? Damn, it's not cool then.
Okay.
You should return it. I thought it was pretty cool too. My bad, but
I only got it because
Oh.
it was like $130, and I was like, okay, I could spare that.
yeah,
That's not bad.
must be nice to have money, man. What exciting? I feel like something exciting happened. Dude, I've been really excited about my yard.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got it mowed.
Nice.
Looks good. It looks good.
nice.
I like that. I
I
like
weeded
that.
it, the edges. It's got a nice lineup. You know what I'm saying? It's looking good. That's all I got, man. I really. What you got? What you got? Come on, play out the hand. Play out the hand. There we go. I got fucking 3 and a 4.
I got kings and queens.
No pair.
Tens.
Damn it.
You
Fucking.
wins.
Take a fucking change, buddy. Nah, dude, I've been at the crib, man, working on the podcast all day. Nothing fun about that. Bunch of editing things out because I can't wash my mouth.
Dude,
Save my
me-
life.
Me and Demi have run Battlefield 6.
Dude,
The
I
whole
missed the
beta.
whole weekend.
Dude,
I missed
it
the
was so
entire
good.
weekend.
So good.
Is
dude.
it really?
Oh my god. It is probably, counting out nostalgia, it's probably the best Battlefield I've ever played. And
Beautiful.
it's amazing.
It also looks beautiful on his screen, bro. He has a fucking dope monitor, and it looks so good. When I went home and got it on my screen, my frame rate was like a little bit lower, and I was just like, and I could see the grains, and I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta get that monitor, bro.
An Omen. That's what it's
Omen,
called.
yeah. Yeah, I missed the whole fucking weekend, bro. I mean, I was praying for business. I got the business I needed, so
There we go.
that was great, but I missed the entire weekend.
It's baller, man. And then like I think what they did so right about it is the fucking sound. It's incredible. It is incredible. I mean, every gun sounds the way it should.
Yeah.
Like you can be on the other side of the map and there's like, you know, I think what was the biggest one? It was like 48 per team. So like 96 people.
No, it's like 50%. I thought it was like 50 and...
So like 100 people, right? In the match, right?
I was thinking Call of Duty for a second, but Battlefield.
Yeah,
Much
big
bigger,
maps.
but like, bro, it's the same speed as Call of Duty. Like, you don't. There is no lull. There is. I mean, you played it with me.
There's the same speed, but a little bit slower in the sense of like.
You can actually.
Of course, Call of Duty is like small maps, like very close quarters. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you turn a corner, somebody's there. Battlefield, like you can choose to spawn on B where a lot of people are at and be in the middle of the action off rip, or you can choose to spawn out and move in.
Yeah, kind of be a little bit more strategic with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I like that because, bro, I'm realizing that I like Battlefield. I was enjoying Battlefield much more than Call of Duty because Call of Duty is just a little too fast paced for me.
It's too
bro.
arcadey.
Yeah. That's what it is. That was a perfect word to put for it. In fact, I seen you in my likes, bro. I was seeing a video about back when before Call of Duty sold out, and they were showing World at War, and they were showing like just all the nasty assassinations and like real war shit, bro, in Call of Duty. And then like, and it was so nostalgic to see it, and I missed that type of Call of Duty, bro. I missed that World at War, bro. World at War was fucking good, bro.
And Battlefield, man, it is. I'm pre-ordering it, man, because I'm like, last time I played Black Ops 6, the beta, right when it was coming out, and I never ordered it. I never played
You
it
said that,
since the beta.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, it's too good, man. It's too good.
Well, I'm sad that I missed the weekend with y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will now have to wait until it drops. Which
You
is
need
like
to get a
2 months.
console, bro.
I will.
Yeah, bro, we gotta get you.
Hop on Ready or Not with us. Like, you would love it.
Yeah.
How's your internet out there? You got some solid internet out
Yeah,
there?
it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna upgrade it when I do get a console though.
Have you done any gaming from the house with your current?
Not with the current internet, no.
Okay.
With
Because
previous,
Netflix is
yes.
different, bro. Netflix is different from a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Battlefield server.
Yeah.
For sure.
I remember I grew up out in the country, bro, and there was, I mean, the best we could get was like 20 megabytes a second.
He was leaving my house looking for PCs. I know that.
Oh
man.
yes, dude, I know. I'm itching for one, bro. But
Yeah.
What happened to your last PC? Did you sell it?
yeah, so it was. Well, I was getting into music at the
Okay.
time, and I realized a lot of people were telling me that Mac worked a lot better with music stuff and just simplicity.
Mhm.
So I was like, cool, I'll switch. So I sold my PC. No, I gave my PC to my cousin. And then I went and bought a MacBook, and that was just kind of the switch because I didn't need it for gaming anymore. I wasn't using my old PC for gaming, but the catch was I was stupid as a kid, and I was so eager to buy a gaming PC that I let a Best Buy employee talk me into getting a piece of shit computer. I knew it was a piece of shit, but I was up there with my mom, and I was like, money in my hand, I'm leaving here with a PC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they didn't have what I wanted, or what I could afford wasn't what I wanted, and he ended up selling me a piece of crap that I could only play Minecraft on, bro. Like, I mean, simple games. You know, it was a fucking Lenovo. It was a Lenovo PC, bro. Come on. And yeah, it was. What'd y'all do?
I check.
But yeah, it was a piece of crap. So, who the fuck do you think I am?
I mean, I think the best price with like what you get is like pre-builts is Starforges. Those they're incredible PCs, man. And like
What's that old? What's not old? Alienware.
Alien,
Or that's like
they're
all-
expensive though.
But they're laptops, right? They're not. Do they,
They
have
have both.
desktops? Yeah.
They have both.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about getting a gaming laptop or something, but I don't think so. People said that they're not.
Yeah.
You can't upgrade them like you can desktops. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, good luck, boys.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I could have chased a little bit. There's a little something there.
Two more in.
Yeah. He's gonna somehow win it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm going back to Austin this weekend, man.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, we're literally doubling back on the same exact trip. Did I tell you what happened with that trip? Well,
Yes, yeah.
not that. No. Like, okay, what happened after we got back from that trip?
Okay.
So my client took his girlfriend with him, and you know
I want to do that.
Yeah.
we shot a bunch of stuff on the camera and all that. A bunch of music content for him, and we got back to the city. Cool. I get a call from him later.
For who, Wesley?
Yeah, I get a call from him later that night, and I'm laying down with Michaela and all that, boom, boom, and he's like, "Dude, I couldn't be more fucking mad right now." And I was like, "You broke that camera, didn't you?" He said, "Even worse." He said, "When I'll keep her name out. When she was getting out of the truck, apparently like the laptop had the SD card in it. You guys already know where I'm going. She dropped the fucking laptop out of the truck onto concrete." Lands straight on the side that the SIM card was, or the SD card was on, snapped it in half. And
No way.
so we lost all of that fucking footage. But there's data recovery companies, right?
Yeah.
Catch is we sent it to a data recovery company, and we figured it all out. We're like, okay, cool, we might be good. $100 diagnostic, that's fine, whatever. It was an expensive trip. I told you all the stuff he paid for. I mean, it was a trip. He gets email back from them about a week later, and they said, your stuff is salvageable, but it's $1,700.
No way.
What?
And we sat there and talked about it, and I was like, bro, I mean, if you shot multiple weddings on this, like, you know, if you did this as a career and you had a lot of valuable footage on there, sure. We shot one weekend. The trip didn't even cost that much money. You could go do all of that again for half of that price, if even that.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, bro, we might as well just go do it again. You know, it's been some time. You've cooled down. And he was like, you're right. So we were going again this weekend, bro. And
Maybe another data recovery company?
no, that price sounds about what they're gonna do. Do you know how serious data recovery is? Like how they do that stuff? From what I've heard, basically they have like rooms that they wear basically like hazmat suits in, because these discs that these things are on. Well, this was when I talked to somebody about it. I had a HDD, which is a hard drive that has a spinning disc inside. It's kind of like a record player, right? If any dust gets on that disc and it spins, it's going to scratch. Like nothing can get on that disc. So it has to be in a room that's ventilated to have no dust or anything in it.
Wow.
So it's super, I'm sure that room is a lot of fucking money. So I don't know what it is with SD cards because they don't have a spinning disc, but I mean, I would imagine that it's some type of very valuable thing that they're doing. Because whenever I was trying to get my stuff recovered, they gave me a price of, I think like $1,500 or something like that. Damn. And I had years of music on it. I had like 3 years of music. But the catch with mine was they said it's $1,500 and there's a 44% chance that we'll recover your stuff. And if we do, it may only be half of it. Like half of it is like probably for sure gone. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not paying y'all for that. It might be music all from 2 years ago that I don't even need anymore. You know, I need the music
it's like
now.
that thing on South Park, and it's gone.
Yeah, and that stuff's expensive. So don't break hard drives and shit, bro. That shit's very expensive. But we're doing it again, baby. We're going back to 6th Street. Let's go. I mean, I'm hyped, bro. And he's had some time to cool down. He's hyped for the weekend, bro.
Oh, going?
Huh?
Oh,
it's the same trip. We're going Saturday morning. We're gonna get there probably around noon or so. Spend the day and all that, and then Sunday we'll do some content out there, but we'll get on the road probably a little bit after afternoon. So like a full 24 hours out there, just about.
Sweet.
So we get to enjoy the nightlife again and a little bit of recreational during the day fun and stuff. So getting out the city, I'm getting paid. So that's the dream life for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to be doing. So.
If you want to walk around feel bougie, go to the Dominion, I think is what it's called.
Dominion?
Yeah, not Dominion. It's called something else.
Dominion?
I'll get you the name of it, but it's incredible. Those shops and everything that was.
Oh, is this the little city you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get a chance, go out there.
Because I've never heard of it. I wanna see what you were talking about.
It's
I might look
dope
it
as
up.
fuck.
That's not what it's called? Not the Dominion?
No, I'll get the name of it for you.
Yeah,
I forget
please
what it's
do,
called.
because I'll look it up before we go, and I'll pitch it to Wesley, especially if they got anything that we could get content at. But even if not, we might be able to just go do something for fun, you know?
Dude, so I just finished this book, and I want to tell you about it. Okay.
The book you were telling us about before the podcast? Boom.
You'll like it, though. You'll like it.
Right.
So...
Give me a condensed summary of the book, because I'm not going to read it.
No, fair enough. You like the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like the Hunger Games. Like it's about this...
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about this colonized people that go to Mars.
Okay.
Right? And they go to Mars, and there's this like class system. So like Earth gets taken over by these people they call the Golds, and there's like this color system, right? Like this pyramid of colored system where there's like golds, bronzes, obsidians, and they all have different functions. Like the obsidians are like straight up soldiers. The golds are the best of the best of the best. At the very bottom, like the pinks are prostitutes, pretty much. They're like prostitutes and massage therapists and things like that. They're literally bred for pleasure. and
Okay,
they're like
all right.
slaves, right?
Okay.
So anyway, it goes down the system. There's a lot of different colors. At the very bottom, there's reds, right? And reds work below subterranean, below the surface of Mars, and they mine, right? That's their whole purpose. They mine.
Okay.
And the main character is from this mining community, right? And they have told the golds will go down there every so often, and the reds know about the golds. They know that they live like in luxury, but the golds tell them, they're like, hey, you're terraforming Mars. It's not safe for any like normal humans to go up there, right? Like you'll die if you go up there. So they keep them in these mines, but they have like a very strong sense of like family and like their culture runs very deep. They care about each other a lot, right? Well, I'll save you the BS, but basically this main character, he's called a helldiver. And what he does, he jumps into the bottom of these mines, surrounded by these pit vipers, like these snakes, right? And he has to unclog drills that are like going into it. Like he's a badass, right? Like all of the reds respect
He's the best miner there was.
He's the best miner, yeah. And that's like the biggest thing you could be in that community, right?
Okay.
So his wife, who he like he fucking loves his wife like crazy.
Good
right?
guy.
They're like 15, 16 and they're married, right? But he's like more of a man than any of us will be at that age because he's,
Matured fast.
a hard motherfucker, right? I mean, I'm straight up minor. So she like tells him like, hey, we're enslaved, like, they rule over us, they give us scraps, and every time that the golds come back, they're like, oh yeah, there's not many ships that are coming to Mars, obviously. So the best mining community wins what's called the laurel, and like they'll get all of the food they can eat, but everybody else starves.
Damn.
Right? So they're all like really pitted up against each other trying to like beat the other mining people. Well, anyway, his wife gets hung. I'll leave out what she did. It's stupid, but she gets hung. Turns on his villain arc. He tries to kill himself in the middle of the square, right? And it's unsuccessful. He tries to hang himself, and some people save him, right? The people that save him are these rebels that are like other colors inside, the world. And they're like, we need you. Like your wife is now a martyr because they televised her hanging and all this stuff. So it's like, hyping up the rest of the thing. And they're like, we have something to show you. They take them to the surface and there's thousands of cities and they live in just pure opulence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're able to survive on the top, but not only can you survive, but they have like,
Flourish.
dude.
Yeah.
Opulence.
So they get told that
That was a good one. I've never heard that word before.
try
That
this
was-
one, decadence.
Oh, yeah.
So-
They live in decadence.
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So they
Kind of hard.
they get up there and they're like, he's depressed as shit. He's tried to kill himself and all this stuff, right? And they're like, look, you got nothing to live for anyway. We're gonna like long shot try to turn you into a gold. Well, the gold is like a whole nother race of people. Like they have gold eyes, they have longer limbs, they're bigger, they're all this stuff, right? They're smarter, faster, all this stuff. And they're like, we're gonna put you under the knife for like 3 months and it's probably gonna kill you. They're like, but we're gonna try to turn you into a gold. Well, obviously they succeed, right?
Yeah.
They succeed.
What, making him strong? Making him...
Yeah, they break his legs and make his legs longer, but they reinforce them. It's obviously it's a future made up kind of thing. So they have like, they put him in this suit that mimics, like whatever you do in this simulation, it mimics muscle growth. So like you can run as fast as you want and it builds like your muscles and stuff, but it's still like, building up everything, right? So he gets into this suit and he trains. They don't let him out of the simulation for like 8 months, right? So he's rebuilding his ability to walk and he's training. He becomes better than like a normal gold, right? Because of his age, they teach him all the lingo and all this stuff, and they change his brain. They do surgery on a brain where he can like retain information like super quick. So they just like play on repeat these Machiavellian, like all these stories, so he can like have like the upbringing and knowledge of somebody who went to like a private school his whole life,
Okay.
and he becomes pretty smart, right? They teach him the different ways that he speaks and stuff, and they're like, you are going to enroll and try to get into their academy, right? And only the best of the best golds get into the academy, right? Like the 1%. He goes and he tests and he passes. He like gets nearly he misses one question. That's what he does. He missed one question. He tests the best out of all of them, right? Well, everybody's like, they all talk like this, and
Yeah.
they're like, what family are you from? My mommy and daddy could buy this whole thing,
Yeah.
So it's all about the family and things like that. Well, they create a background where this rebellion finds this like no-name gold family that's that does like shipping throughout the galaxy to all the different planets, and they kill him, and they take over the identity and give it to him. Right, his name's Darrow. So as soon as he passes the academy, I'm almost done, by the way.
No, go.
He passes the academy. They put him into, they're like, oh, well, here's your room, sir. And like, this is a dude who hasn't eaten well like his whole life, right? And he's now like exposed. He's never known luxury at all, right? He walks in and it's like this gold room and like a fucking ivory made bed with silks and all this stuff. And he's like, oh my God, like this academy is about to be so cush, right? In the middle of the night, they bag him, beat the shit out of him, right? And they they put him on this hovercraft that takes him to who knows where. It's like hours away, right? And the whole time they're beating the shit out of him. They then drag him butt ass naked and throw him in this cobblestone room, right? The only thing in this cobblestone room is another kid from one of the highest ranking families that are there, right? And they call them proctors, like these people who run the games, and they all go off of Greek mythology names. So the proctor that was in there, they're in different houses. Like there's Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, all the stuff. So Ares comes to inside the room, and he holds up a gold ring, and he goes, only one of you are going to leave this room alive. Put on this ring, whoever does. And he throws it in the center. They have nothing. They're naked, right? So anyway, the scenes in this book, bro, are so brutal. So like he kills this kid, who he doesn't want to kill this kid,
Yeah.
right? But they have to, and like the scene is insane because the guy's like, like he gets punched and he's like, we're not actually gonna do this. We're not actually gonna do this, and he just boo. He ends up like headbutting him to death. Right, he cuts his scalp with his teeth and like all the stuff. Right? Yeah. So they walk outside after he's done, right, and he's covered in he's like inside the book. He's like, I'm covered in blood, but I have nothing to wipe it on. He goes, but they want me to sit with the shame, like. And he walks down this corridor, and it opens up into this like big room, and with this long table, and everyone is covered in blood. So they just did that. So what they did was they took the top 50 best graduates and the people who tested the bottom 50 who tested the lowest, they put the bottom 50 with the top 50 to see if the top deserve to stay, or if it's surprising, the bottom will beat out the top, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they kill them off by doing that, right? When they come to this room, they go, all right, we've done every test on you imaginable. Like we've tested, not only your fitness, your personalities, how, this cognitive test that they took, plus what you just did. Now you're going to be assigned to a house, right? So there's this draft, and they draft them into these houses, house Mars, house, all the stuff, right? So after the drafts happen, it's all a class thing. So they're like, the high drafts are like, you want them on your team, and the low drafts you don't really give a shit about. So the academy that they were sending them to learn about warfare is they have a 5-mile valley, right, that they set up. And every house, there's, I think, 6 houses, gets a legit castle. And each castle gets stocked with different things. So like one might have horses, Another one might be like well defended, like a super high walled castle, but they don't get any weapons. All they have is a bakery inside of it, right? Another place, yeah. So like all you have to do is like stay inside,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean, and defend yourself. And then, but like House Mars, who he gets assigned to, gets nothing. It's squalor, like you know what I mean. So the whole idea is to teach them about warfare is to put them in warfare. So they want to simulate it, right? So they have to fight medieval style, like, and they go, look, we're not leaving until one house captures all of the flags, and when they do, and you can kill, you can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
right? So they're like, whoever takes the last house, whoever is the oh, they have a name of, I forget the name of it, but it's like Paradisius of a house, which is like you're the leader of that house. Whoever has all the flags at the end of it, automatically gets high ranking in society. Like they're gonna make you the toppest. They call it a peerless scar. So what they do is if you win, every person who wins with dignity and like wasn't shamed during it, because if you take your house's flag against another house and you put your flag to that person's head, it puts the symbol of your house on their head. It embraces it, and now they're your slave. So yeah, like, so all these houses are taking slaves from people they capture and stuff like that if they don't kill them. And killing is like kind of frowned upon. They don't want you to do it, but they're like, accidents happen. You know what I mean? So anyway, his whole thing, because he's trying to infiltrate the Golds, he wants to show them that their system doesn't work. He becomes the biggest, like a Dune style character, bro. Just the biggest fucking badass. And what he does is he basically, so his house is of the wolves, and they catch these wolves and they skin them and they wear them, right? And they run through like the forest, right? And they become like one with
The wolves.
the woods and the wolves and stuff like that. So all of the people that he's running against, they start to fear him, right? He gets this name because he attacks everybody with a scythe, like the big, you know. So they call him the Reaper, and so that's his name, right? And there's north and south, right? And typically they're like fighting, in the south will hardly go north because they're busy fighting people in the south and stuff. Dude, it goes on for like a year and a half of them fighting. And yeah. And, you know, his thing, he ends up leading his house, but then he gets betrayed by a dude and almost dies and all this stuff. Well, his whole goal is he now goes to all of the houses and frees the slaves with his signet, right? So if they were slaves before, he frees them. And he's like, fight with me under my banner, or don't fight at all, right? And they're like, fuck yeah. So they're super loyal because obviously they're not being treated like shit anymore. And he brings together a whole slave army that's like super fiercely loyal to him alone.
Yeah.
Well, the proctors, they stay on Olympus, right? Because they all have this Greek name, you know what I mean? And the boy who is the son of the dude who runs all of Mars, right? Like the high general deal. The proctors are cheating at giving him everything he needs. So they're giving him food and his army. You know, they give him fucking catapults and like stuff that's totally cheating, right? So they end up like fighting this one dude who's a proctor for House Ares, and he kills him. He kills this proctor, right? Which is like, obviously you can't do it. It's totally against the rules. He takes their grab boots and he takes his wolves and he goes all the way up to Olympus and slaughters everybody. Comes back down, slaughters the rest of the other army, right? They come down and they're like, you can't do it, you can't do this, all this stuff. And he's like, I'll fucking kill you too. Like, bring anybody in here, I'm gonna fucking take them, right? You know what I mean? And everybody's behind them, you know, and they're all hoity-toity golds, you know what I mean? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. He goes, you send anybody, we're taking them on, all this stuff. And they have to send in like the planetary military to come and finally stop them, right? That's the first book. Now I'm on the second book.
No
There's
way.
6. There's 6 books.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Bro, this shit is...
But when I told you to give me bro, this motherfucker ran with it. He's like, all right, you want to, I literally am just visualize. I'm watching a movie in my head.
this
Right
shit
now,
is
bro.
hard
Yeah,
as hell,
That
bro.
was beautifully put, bro. Damn. I need
Thank
to start
you.
getting you to give me book thesis
Yeah, bro.
statements and stuff. Bro.
Dude, I've been listening to that book at work, just kind of, it's on audiobook, right?
So you're seeing it as well. You're probably
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm in there, and, like, I'm talking to people, I'm like, like, I'm ready to murder, bro. Like,
hold on. What?
Yeah,
oh, fuck.
yeah, dude, and I'm telling you, the scenes are so good. Like,
What's the book called? What
It's called Red Rising.
Red
That's what it is.
Rising.
Red Rising, yeah.
Wow.
And so the whole 6 books, right? That's just the first one, and it was a game, right? Like,
yeah,
it was a game, and now he's finally getting into real life because obviously he won. So
Yeah.
and they were like, you betrayed the rules and everything like that, and he's trying to get to the highest point of government that he can.
So
That-
Olympus didn't have all of the highest people.
So it was just the proctors. They're like
Okay.
they represent, they're alumni
Okay.
of this
Okay.
thing. But when you graduate this academy, right, which there's like another 2 years of school after you, however long it takes. Like they say, they allude to like the longest game being like 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? But that game is going to run until it's over. You know what I mean? And either everyone dies or you know what I mean, and we run it back or whatever. But they let that run. Because whoever wins at the end of it is obviously going to have like, they want them to command fleets and stuff like that. So it's like now he is learning how to command like space fleets and do the same thing and be just as brutal with it. But dude, so when you get done with it, to become a peerless scar, right? They take what is called a razor, right? And a razor is like it's like a whip, right? Like a plasma whip, but at a touch of a button, it turns into like a sword that can cut through anything. So you can like whip somebody and it cut the shit out of them, like cut them in half if you want to, but then you can also turn it into a sword. They take a razor and they just whip you one time across the face. So you, like, every peerless scar has like a gnarly ass scar that goes across it, right? Well, what he did whenever he was like taking over these castles was he would play like he would psyop the fuck out of them. So he became like the Reaper became the like the symbol of the freed slaves
Right.
that were a part of the houses.
Right.
And he would sneak into their castles, right? Just him and like his wolf pack, right? And they're like super sneaky. And they would carve like these grain blades, these sling blades on all of the doors and like into the war room tables and stuff like that to like,
Like Red Dawn. What did they call
like-
themselves in Red Dawn? The fucking whatever it was.
Wolverines.
Wolverines, baby.
Yeah.
Wolverines.
it's like a similar thing, yeah. So like, yeah.
Oh, I'm grabbing a lot of different things that I feel like are put together into this book and like a whole
It's kind of like Ender's Game, Hunger Games, like
Yeah.
all this kind of different
mixture of
things, bro.
Squid Games too. A little
Yeah.
bit of Squid Games.
Yeah.
In fact, this not like I'm still waiting on the next Squid Games because I don't know what happened from season 2. I don't know if y'all watched that, but
I haven't watched it either.
really, oh, all right,
Yeah. I didn't even finish season 1.
really, you didn't like it?
It was alright. Like, I don't
That
know.
shit had me in a chokehold, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I usually think things that are hyped up on the internet aren't going to be, all that great. I'm just like, everybody's whatever, blah, blah, blah. But nah, dude, like, Squid Games had me in there because it was very unique to me. Like, I just had never
It
seen
was
anything
unique.
like it.
Yeah,
And,
it was definitely.
It was unique.
I don't know. After the first episode, I was hooked. I think it started slow to me, but it was just weird because you got this guy making people throw a fucking red and blue thing on the ground, make it land. It was just weird.
Oh,
But
you would like this part. There was like the main enemy against who he was fighting these castles for that was emerging most of the army on the other side called the Jackal. and everybody was like, "Well, who's the fucking jackal?" and all this stuff. Like, wow, because they get these names. Like, one of his guys, like one of the wolves guys that was like in the woods, he lost his eye, and they would call him like a one-eyed demon. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they give you these nicknames because they don't know who you are whenever you're fighting and stuff.
Right.
So they call him the Jackal because the third day of them playing, House Pluto got attacked, and House Pluto's like saving grace was they had tunnels underneath their thing, right? The house that was attacking them bombed the tunnels, right? And they set like charges or whatever, and it bombed the tunnels and trapped all of them in there. They were trapped in there for like 80 days, right? In pitch black. And the only way that they survived was in the darkness, they would eat each other. So, and a jackal, if it gets trapped,
Right.
it eats its own leg
Yeah.
off to get out of a trap, right? So they call him the Jackal. And, bro, he's just as fucking as insane as you think. And he survives into the second book. Now they're like mortal enemies.
So you're on the second book right now?
I
You just started it, or
I'm like 3 hours into the second book. Yeah.
Dude,
It's,
I want to call this Reads with Rogers.
Oh, God, dude, that's crazy because I was sitting here thinking of a name as he was doing this. I was like, bro, this is a whole fucking movie he's giving us right now, bro.
Reads
Like,
with Rogers. I want you
yeah.
to finish this series.
yeah.
yeah, you've got me intrigued, bro. That's
I'll bring back the second book.
I want to see a movie of it because that's something I could actually,
I would love to
But it'd be
see
a long ass movie, bro. It's
It has
just
to be a
based.
TV show. It has to be a TV show.
Oh, it had to be a series.
Dude,
It'd be a
and
series.
each book gets longer and longer. Like the first book was 17 hours, and then this next book is 19 hours, and then the book after that is 32 hours. And I think they just get longer and longer. But yeah, I think the last one's close to 60 hours. Yeah, book
What is
6.
that?
Yeah.
Almost 3 days. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Phew.
That's awesome, man.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
It's a dope series, man.
Well, I want to ask real quick. I probably already mentioned it on here because it's one of the only books besides Goosebumps that I really remember, and I don't remember it all that well. But y'all might have read it in school, and it was the best series of books that I ever read. And I can't remember if I fully finished it or not, but it was about 5 or 6 books as well, or 7, something like that. But it was about the population control of you can't have too many children, so they were all limited. It was either 1 or 2 children. And there's the first book I just remember starts out as
Uglies?
No. And I always look up the name because I tell so many people about this.
The
But I always
Giver?
have to look it up. No, I'll look it up. My laptop might be on the. I'll look it up later though. I'll get you the name because I really want you. If you want another, I mean, it sounds like you're gonna be on this series for a minute, but
Yeah.
when you're done with it, I can recommend you another series. But it's about a family who has too many kids, and the story is told from the point of view of the kid who is the one too many. So they like have military. It's like a what do they call it when they send
This
out the
book sounds
military?
very familiar. The Draft.
You might have read it honestly. What is it called when they send out the military into the streets?
Martial law.
Martial law. It's like they have that going on, and they come to your door every now and then, and they check like how many kids do you have, and then they search your home. So he would like have to hide in the home, and like they would talk about them coming through. And there was multiple books because of course it goes through like at some point. I don't want to ruin it. Because I actually want you to read this if you ever get the time to.
Yeah.
I'd love you to read it, but I'll get you the name after this, and I'll put it on the screen in case anybody else remembers what I'm talking about or whatnot. But that kicks me that I can't remember it. I wish we had our fucking phones on standby to look it up, but
There's a book you would really like. It's called Lamb, and it's about a character named Biff who is best friends with Jesus growing up. So like they're kids and they do all of these like he watches him like be just silly and like one of them is they'll all day their favorite game to play was they would smash a lizard with a rock, and then Jesus would lick the lizard and it would come back to life, and they would just bash it, and, like,
do it again.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's about like fucking with the Romans and all kinds of stuff. But it's really cool because Biff doesn't remember, but God sent him down to watch over Jesus,
yeah. Okay.
and to be an angel for him. And then Biff, it flashes back to modern day, where like there's angels that are keeping him inside this this hotel room because Jesus is coming back, and they don't want him to ruin his story, because Biff is the only one who knows, because Jesus told him what he was going to do when he got back, right? And he was like so the angels, he was in heaven the whole time, and they finally brought him back to earth, and he's waiting in this hotel room, and the angels are like, Biff is like clamoring to get a Bible because he wants to read how their story was told.
Yeah.
And the angels exactly. And the angels are like, no, don't, all this stuff. But it's a really good book, man. It's
Where do you find?
It's called Lamb.
Where do you find the time? You do audiobooks when you're at work? Was that what you were saying?
Mostly, yeah. I carry that Kindle around too.
Okay. That's what I say. I wonder where you find the time to read these books. When did you read Lamb? Is this an older book that you read?
Lizzie recommends a lot of the books that I read. But
Beautiful.
no, Lizzie, that was a recommendation from Lizzie. Is
Okay.
Lamb, and that's a really good one.
Well, we'll just name this episode "A Bunch of Books You Should Read."
Yeah. Last one. Unless you guys want to move on, doesn't matter. But the
Goosebumps. Great series.
great series, love that series. The Bernstein Bears.
Insane.
Song of Achilles. If you ever,
I've heard of that book.
Madeline Miller is one of my favorite authors, man. She's incredible. I was telling you a little bit. This might be good for you, actually. This might be some good community service for you.
Community service.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of community service.
Because chill in the comments, bro. Chill in the comments. All right. It is probably the most touching love story
Okay.
ever that I've read.
Okay.
Right? I don't read a lot of love stories, but
Better than Marley and Me.
it's about Achilles. We know Achilles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Patroclus, who is like his
Patroclus?
Yeah, Patroclus was like his. If you watch Troy, you ever seen Troy? When
No, don't get off on that.
when Brad Pitt, he's Achilles. When his they call him his cousin. When he gets killed, that's Patroclus, and he was like crying and all that stuff. Well, in all of the myths, Patroclus is like his lover. You know what I mean? And bro, there's no like weird stuff. Like they don't talk about kissing or like doing anything. You know what I mean? But bro, the love that like transcends like time and because Patroclus is just a normal guy, but Achilles is like the son of a god. You know what I mean? So Patroclus is just enamored by him, just like anybody else would be. But Achilles is like that's the person that he vents to and all this stuff, but he genuinely like Achilles will protect him no matter what. You know what I mean? So it's like it's more of like a brotherly love than anything, but it's such a strong love that like when they die they can't be apart. Like literally they can't go to heaven because they're apart. And it's really good, man.
So why is this good customer service? Why is this good community service for me? You tell me to go read it? Is that what you're saying?
No, because I mean, you got to pass with gay people, so I just thought, you're like, oh, they're people, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, wow.
Gotta cut that out. You can't make me look like a homophobe, bro. Fuck.
I don't do anything to
You don't. I do it to myself. You're right. I'm my own worst enemy, man. I love the gays, man. Not too much, but
Okay.
Is there a piece of media like books or movies that you've seen lately that like? You
Well,
like
the last great movie I seen was F1, and
F1 was incredible.
There's not much to say about that. I mean, it's a whole different genre of media or entertainment there. But no, the books that's the last book that I remember reading was the one that I was telling you about. And I might actually end up rereading that. I'm really on a kick of like you talking about this book and how beautiful it sounds. You're actually inspiring me to pick up a book right now and read it. Also, just your vocabulary that you're using.
I started reading a book as well. I can't remember the name of it, but I mean, it was okay. I got like.
I checked, by the way. I don't know if it's been on me for a while, but
It was, but I'm glad that you didn't. I'm glad that you let us.
I had to focus.
visualize.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You check. I'm gonna raise 2.
So what have you been reading?
It was. Oh, I can't think of the name of it, but I mean it started out okay.
Wait.
You tossed him in.
Okay.
No, you got it. It's a
Fine.
table game. It's a table game.
fine,
It's
it's
a table
fine,
game,
it's
man.
fine.
No, do you? I'm not even in the game. How can I talk from outside the club? I can't even get it.
It's so bad I'm chasing, but go ahead.
It started out pretty good, man.
Shouldn't have done
He's
that.
got 2 hearts.
Shouldn't have done that.
He's got 2 hearts. I think he's bluffing. I think he's got 2 hearts.
I checked. So,
Oh, never mind.
okay,
Maybe you
perfect.
don't. Maybe you don't. You don't.
I was like, give me a 4. If that's a 4, I'm gonna like be really
I was
mad.
chasing a 7.
Yeah.
Does my queen take it?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Is it high card? No matches? Yeah, it's high card, huh?
That's insane.
Wow.
Boo.
Good game, boys.
Yeah. So the book I'm reading, I can't think of the name. It's actually in my bag.
You're actually currently see, y'all are making me feel like an idiot now. Like, we did the last book I read. The last book I actually tried to read was the Bible, and
That's a lot to chew. That's a lot to bite, bro.
my problem is I need to start
It's
past.
a Bible song.
That looks good.
Oh, he's got it on. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it
And
was
it's a paperback. That's satisfying.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the Kindle, though, baby. My bad.
No, you good,
That
you
wasn't
good.
a slight shot at anything.
The prelude. Phenomenal. I was like, holy shit. I'm
Really?
hooked. Yes, dude. So it starts out with so it's like a zombie book. So there was a virus that's spread through animals. It's like just a rabies, but it's like it'll turn humans into zombies essentially. And so the prelude, it starts out with this girl, I think her name Natalie. Yeah, starts out with Natalie and her husband, right? Natalie's like 8 months pregnant,
Damn.
and she is sitting at home waiting for her husband to get home, and she's sitting there waiting and terrified. Her husband is at the drugstore or at the grocery store getting groceries, and there's a huge line, and everybody's panicking and all that stuff. But it was almost like a COVID situation where this certain amount of people can be let into the store, so there's a huge line outside the store, people waiting in their cars, whatever.
And the zombies come.
No.
Okay.
This is just a prelude. So
I love zombie books, by the way. Zombie books are incredible.
I think I just slacked off on reading it. So the wife, she's sitting there waiting at home, trying to call him. His phone is on like 1%. So he's like, hey babe, I'm just gonna turn up my phone, save battery. And
Say what?
say what battery?
He just went off the phone.
Yeah. Seriously, this bitch is crazy. Bothering me. So he gets home, right? After all the panic, she's oh, finally you're here, whatever, helps him brings the groceries in. And she they're talking, like they start arguing a little bit, and then they hear like some ruffle outside the house. And it's like we live kind of like far outside of anything. So they can hear the footsteps, and it's like dragging footsteps in gravel. The gravel driveway, and there's a guy, you know, sitting at the front door, and it's like, let me in. I can't remember what he was saying. He was saying I needed something. Let me in. Let me in. And the husband's like, no. Well, he blocks the door. The guy pushes the door open and knocks her husband into the wall, and he hits his head, and he, you know, bleeding or whatever. The guy was definitely a zombie. You know, turning into one, I guess is what you'd say. And there's a big fight, huge fight. He grabs the wife and it's like pressing up against the wall, choking her. And husband comes up, grabs him, fighting him, whatever. He
You're good. Keep going, brother.
Let me think. The husband is, you know, fighting him or whatever, and the guy is huge guy. Huge. He throws him into a chair, and he hops on top of the husband, and he's biting him, starting to rip skin. And his wife is just, you know, Natalie, she's just delirious. She's fucking pregnant, and she's got a gash on her head, I think. And he starts to go towards her, and he bites her arm. And she somehow, I think she pulls out a kitchen knife or something and stabs him, and the guy just walks away and starts going into the house. So she just leaves. Her husband's there bleeding out.
Damn. And there's nothing she can do. Like,
there's nothing she can do. And that's how the book...
that's how it starts.
Yeah, that's how the prelude starts. Yeah.
That's tough.
And it leads into... she is best friends with a doctor. So she immediately gets in the car, calls her friend, and races to her house. And yeah, that's what I'm left off at.
I forgot the name of this book, but it's also a trilogy. And it was one of my most favorite zombie books that I checked out of the library in high school. Like, I was like, the funny part is when I was reading in high school, I liked longer books, you know what I mean? But I really fucked with the stories that were just kind of like an easy read, you know, entertaining and easy read, you know what I mean? Like I liked Hamilton, or not Hamilton, Hamlet. I liked, you know, I liked all those books. That was good. Like Things Fall Apart was one of my all-time favorite books ever. It's awesome. But it was about these kids who, when you turned a certain age, the virus only affected you if you turned a certain age. So the idea is like the first book, obviously it's about the outbreak, right? What happened. The second one is like in London, as they do with sequels for some reason. And then the third one is about like them. It's been several decades and the kids are having kids, but now they have like ritualistic sacrifice when you get to a certain age. So if you get to like 17 years old, you have to kill yourself, but like in a very specific kind of way, depending on what group that you're with, right? So everybody from the first book, because you know, the second book, you don't know anything about them because it's a whole different side of the country. But then the third book, it goes back to the original characters, and now they're like grown up and they're about to go to the ritualistic sacrifice. You know what I mean? And the scary part about those zombies is like, you get bit, it's fine. They just rip you apart. And they're kids. You can't, you know, like they're fighting adults. They can't do anything about it. So like, if you get bit, none of them are old enough or will ever get old enough to be able to know what they're doing in terms of like knowing medicine and the, you know, the ways, you know, and all that stuff dies off because like, you know, the kids are trying to just survive. But yeah, it's strictly about like kids and teenagers who the virus doesn't affect them. Do you like zombie books?
I mean, I don't have a long don't. I'm a movie guy overall with everything, so
Yeah.
it's.
I really think you would fuck with.
I enjoyed the fuck out of Walking Dead for 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay,
Loved it. Still
this
love
this is what you need to do. Dip your toe in an audiobook, right? Download Libby, by the way, pro tip. Libby has almost every audiobook and actual book that you want for free. All you have to do is upload your library card. You get a local library card, and it borrows from that library, but on audio version. And they have nearly everything. Like,
Wow.
so you can listen to the audiobook of World War Z. Okay. The movie is but
Really? I
Compared
enjoyed
to,
that movie.
Compared to the book.
the
yeah.
book is incredible. And here's what's cool about that audiobook. So the whole book is about, obviously, it's about the survivors of this zombie apocalypse writing a repertoire of the experiences of people going through the Great Plague, right? Going through the outbreak. So there's every person who gets on there is a voice actor in the audiobook. So it's a different voice actor for a different person who's reading through what happened to them. And then the whole story ends up connecting together beautifully, but you learn about different things. Like there's one about like a Japanese submarine captain who sees that Japan's doing nothing about it, so he steals a submarine and goes out into the middle of the ocean. And there's all of these cargo ships that people have like tents and stuff on that are trying to like turn that into a city in the middle of the ocean. But the zombies in this book can go to the bottom of the ocean floor and they can
My worst fucking fear.
and they can swim, bro.
The ocean, sharks, and zombies.
Yeah, bro. So they'll
The Loch Ness Monster.
so
Yeah, that's real.
the all factual things, yeah.
You know me, I had to throw some bullshit in there.
So, but the thing is, the zombies are attracted to sound. So, like, they'll have like a radar in this sub, and they're all like super quiet when they ping something, because the zombies will attack the sub. Like it's crazy, bro. And that's just one story. Then there's like the story of a Marine who has to go in and like with a whole army of Marines to take over this city against the zomboids, and dude, it's crazy. It's a good audiobook though. It's a really good one.
What was that one called?
World War Z.
Oh, it was the World War Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tripping. I don't know what, but you saying the ocean just reminded me, and I'm having a thing pop up in my brain, and I can't remember if it was a movie I watched or I think it was a movie based on a real story where like they have these pipes underwater they have to work on, and this is completely irrelevant to zombies, but I just have to get it out. It's there. And they work on pipes under the ocean. It's a super dangerous job, and like one of the pipes breaks,
And they get sucked in.
and they get sucked in.
Yeah.
Am I,
That's a real event.
Yeah,
really
that's a
happened, but
really
there's a movie,
It's a
right?
movie, yeah.
Okay, I had
Yeah.
to have watched the, and I'm gonna rewatch that now. Dude. Shit. It was really good, bro. That movie had me on the edge of my fucking seat, dude. I can't remember what it was called either.
When it a few people that got stuck, or was it just?
I think it was like 2 people got stuck. Well, a few of them got stuck. I think one of them got out.
And
One of them
went
got
to go for
out,
help.
or 2 of them got out and went for help,
Mhm.
and then they had to like cut out. They had to somehow get a machine that would cut. Because it was something
Into the
about
pipe.
you can't just get them out because the pressure,
Mhm.
some type of explanation as to why they would like implode. Of they had to be very careful with how they got them out of there, and I think the people died. I think the people inside.
Yeah, they let them suffocate because the oil company would not want. They didn't
Yeah, it
want
was
to
something.
cut into it. Yeah.
Damn, I'm glad that y'all picked up on that. I'm glad that. Okay, cool.
Dude, what's always scared me is they fucking live down there in shifts. So they literally take a box, right? Like a glass box.
Mhm.
They drop it at the bottom of the ocean with the air in it, right? Like, what we did in bathtubs as kids, you know what I mean? And they bring it all the way to the bottom, and then they have a line that runs up to the top, and it pumps fresh oxygen into this thing. Dude, they have kitchens and fucking beds and all this stuff. But it's always freaked me out the thought of it.
The whole
because
house is glass.
It's like a box of some kind. I don't
I'm
know.
just
if
kind of
it's
thinking
actually
like
glass.
fucking cooking eggs and there's fucking fishies.
Yeah.
I used to build underwater houses in Minecraft all the time, bro. That shit was cool as fuck.
I'll get his name, but there was a guy on Joe Rogan that was talking about he lived down there, and they lived in there
Used
for
to talk
like
to the coolest people.
3 or 4 days at a time, right?
Yeah.
And he said that they wouldn't piss in the box, right? Like they would go outside of it, and then but it's pitch black, like there's nothing out there, and but the thought of it of like you walk like a normal kitchen, a normal thing, right? And you're like, you probably don't even think about it. You're like, okay, I'm at the bottom of the ocean. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And you just get used to it.
Yeah.
But then you walk into a room, and then there's a hole that leads to just abyss.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you go into that hole of water, it's just you're in the bottom of the ocean. And like, so they would go out and they would pee and, whatever out there. And he was like, yeah, I had to go take a dump. And he goes under and he's like, they have like little oxygen things that they can hold, so they just go out there and they swim and do their business or whatever. And he said that he's sitting there and he was like, the ugliest, most gigantic fish he's ever seen. He said it must have been 2 of me, like 14 feet long. You know what I mean? He said that he was, they bring a little mag light or whatever, and that's it. But he had the mag light off, and he said that, because he's pooping, anyway. So
Yeah, I want the fishies to see.
he said there's like minnows and stuff that, kind of eat around that little area or whatever. And he's like, he goes, he turns on the light, right? And there's just this massive angler in front of him. Dude, literally, and he said it's just sitting there, like, just in front of him. And I was like, dude, the thought of that freaks me out.
I'm visualizing it right now.
bad,
I don't like it.
Just pitch black, middle of the darkness.
I could never sign up for an ocean job. Anything on an oil rig, on the ocean. I couldn't be a ship. I couldn't be a captain of a ship. No, I couldn't do any of that, bro. Like the ocean is my biggest fear. Like talk about you can convince me to skydive before you can convince me to go fucking like deep.
I mean, that's
sea
totally
diving.
fair, though. We know more. We know more about our galaxy
Than
than we know about the
yeah.
bottom of the ocean.
Which is insane to me when you really think about it, bro. Like when you think about how much of what is it, 70%? 70% of the Earth is water.
Mm-hmm.
Something really
Something
high.
like that. Yeah, it's a high percentage.
And we don't even know what's down there, bro. And I know about sharks, and that already scares me enough. And then you think about the shit that's down there that we don't know about.
Have you ever heard of the blip?
Blip or
Yeah.
blip?
The blip.
Uh,
So, as a part of like worldwide wildlife conservation, right? They have these microphones. They're very strong microphones
Mhm.
that they set up on the ocean floor that are several miles apart, but they go on for thousands of miles, right?
Mhm.
And they all work together in like this big mesh, right? And the idea is like, okay, you can like there's whale calls that tell you, the migrations of whales, certain octopus make certain noises, like all this stuff, right? You get a lot of data from these mics that are under there. The loudest sound ever recorded was on these mics at the bottom of the ocean. And dude, they say it's like the equivalent is whatever sound made it, right? They still don't know what it is. It wasn't like they ruled out everything that it could be. They were like, it's not tectonic plates moving.
Mhm.
That's what they thought, because they were like, it's got to be like the planet or something. But the interesting part of it is whatever made the sound, somehow they found out was an organic creature. Like it was not a natural sound of the earth. It wasn't. They were like it's okay. It's louder than the sound of an atomic bomb.
Really?
God.
That's how loud it was.
Wow.
And they are, to my knowledge, like 100% sure it was from an organic organism. Like,
Loch Ness Monster.
I'm telling you, baby.
but like, think of something that big to be able to produce a sound like that. It was like something insane, like 90 times louder than a whale. Like,
And whales are freaky, bro. That's oof. They're freaky too. They're freaky too. Oh, you know, why do you do that? I hate when y'all do that. I hate when y'all do that. That's all I had. That's all I had.
Whales are scary.
Dude, these motherfuckers are huge, bro.
Whales scary.
I think that's what scares me is the massiveness of the creatures. I think is what scares me, bro.
Size, man. Yeah.
Fucking bro, like imagine you get swallowed and you're in a fucking whale's tummy, bro. Like you're in a city in a tummy, bro. That's
City in the tummy.
Imagine being in a city, but you're in a tummy. Imagine that.
I'm sorry, bro. All right.
And they don't chew, bro. You're like, I mean,
That's what I'm saying. You just go straight back, bro. Straight down the hatch, dude.
All they do is
Like, what do you go into? Like a pool of fucking acid and just burn?
Let's be real, though. Let's be real. Would you rather be swallowed whole by something? Or would you rather be like
Chewed
crunched? Like,
That's so hard to really answer, bro. Because, like, none of us have been in any of those situations or anything close.
I saw a video on YouTube that was titled "What to Do If You're Swallowed by a Whale," and I was like,
That's some shit I would watch,
that's some
bro.
2 a.m. shit right there.
Yeah.
"I'm not watching that because I'm not gonna be in that."
That's
situation."
some I'm going to sleep to this shit. Yeah, I'd watch that as I go to sleep. Absolutely. Honestly, I would rather endure the pain than the mental suffering of being stuck somewhere with no food, no escape. But do you have an escape? Is there a possibility of escape if you do?
Evidently.
And then
there's
if
a
you
video
get
about
thrown
this.
up, like you're in, like what if you like are getting out and you like, you know, make it throw up or something because you're moving inside of a organism system.
Yeah.
Like, what if you make it puke and then you get I don't know. I think I'd rather get chewed.
If you get
Short answer.
Yeah,
I think I'd
yeah.
rather get
I
chewed.
thought-
Just go ahead and end
Yeah.
me. Like it's gonna hurt really, really bad, but pain is all in the mind, baby. We're gonna die and we're gonna pass over into the next life.
Yeah.
And,
My thing is, like, I don't know if I would have the balls to be like, okay, think how long our guts are
Mhm.
and how small we are.
I'm just confirming. God damn it.
Sorry.
I can't say say it weird or what? Come on.
So, I mean, think how long. I mean,
Pause the story to just be like, just mock me real quick. All right, back to the story. Anyways.
well, the way you said it, it's like,
Oh, you're
So-
lucky you're funny, asshole.
but think how long their entrails are.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, whales explode when they beach. Did you know that?
I think I've heard
No way.
something about that.
Yeah. So, like, the gastric gases that from a decomposing whale, the skin is so tough, like it's liner. You know, blubber. The
Damn, Bubba. You got a lot of blubber.
Yeah, blubber. I love that word, man.
That's such a Bubba word, bro.
Pause on that story for a quick story. Did you know that blubber used to be like that was chewing gum? Like
Did not know that.
They
You just taught me
used
something.
they used to hunt whales for blubber and the oil, whale oil,
Okay.
because that's what they used for lamps. It was less
Oh, okay.
flammable, but also lasted longer.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Actually,
I'm putting fun fact on the screen on that part, man.
yeah. But I want to chew some blubber gum, bro. You know that
I don't
shit.
know. I don't know if
I would like to.
I'm good with my hubba bubba bubba gum.
My hubba bubba bubba gum.
All right. Do you guys believe in Bigfoot? Nah.
I think there may be like large size apes and monkeys that
Yeah, still
somebody could
around.
like
Yeah,
take
yeah.
a picture of and be like, oh, that's Bigfoot. But
You know, there's people like dedicate their life to
Oh, yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
Alex Jones doesn't believe in Bigfoot, so I'm not gonna believe in Bigfoot.
yeah. If Alex Jones doesn't believe in it, I can't even begin to believe in it, bro. Like,
fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
That guy called 9/11.
Dude, have you ever heard of the 411 though?
No.
So there's a true like dedicated team because of how often it happens in the Appalachian Mountains that people go missing a lot through like very mysterious circumstances, and this is well documented by the wildlife preserve. Like this is real, right? So 411 cases are supposed to be like, okay, for example.
Alex Jones does. I'm sorry, bro. That one tickled me, dude. Keep going. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
Dude, I can't get behind that shit.
I just watched a video that
Bigfoot's not
where he's
real.
like, Bigfoot isn't real. Yeah.
So if you ever get a chance, it's a YouTuber called Mr. B. Allen, Mr. Ballin, or whatever. He was a Navy SEAL.
okay.
He was a legit Navy SEAL, and he tells nothing but like interesting cases from like around the world that he
That are
thinks
real.
that are real, that
Or it
are
could be real. but-
unsolved, and like, but they're well documented by
Yeah.
like police and all the stuff, right? So he has a whole 411 series that's. Oh my god. He's not even geeked.
The video of Alex Jones just keeps playing through my fucking head, bro. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So there's like cases where people, okay, we're walking, right? Let's say, okay, the first one that comes to mind is we're walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go, I gotta tie my shoe real quick. I turn like this and I go, wait, hey, do you have, and you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You just disappear, right? I call Wildlife Services. Wildlife Services puts like a search party of like 30 people. They're scanning the woods, right? And then they're like, we need more help. So they call in like National Guard, the air rescue, all the stuff. They search for like weeks, right? They presume that you are dead, right? We're like, fuck, we really don't even know what happened. Like there was no cliff, there was no anything, right? He's gone. 2 weeks later, you come up in a cave like 6 miles away from you where you were, and you don't remember anything, right? You don't know how you got there. You don't know what happened, right? Sometimes they just find bodies. Sometimes they find like that situation. Many times they'll find just the person is like, I have no idea where I was, what happened. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. There's like, dude, there's over 1,000 cases of 411 missing people that they'll just, it's the exact same thing. Like people will be with them. They turn for a second, or they won't even turn. Like literally they'll be hiking a trail and then they'll make a corner for like a quarter second and they're gone. And they have no idea where they went. And they'll find like pieces of their clothing, but they won't find them. And then if they do find them, it's weeks later and they have no idea what happened.
Wow.
Like this happens a lot. And so there's like, all these different theories, people meet Alex Jones go straight to aliens and like, but there's people that think there's like a like portals. Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy theories, but there was one where there was like a little girl who was playing outside with her older brother, and her older brother, she's playing like this sandbox, right? And her older brother goes in to the house and is like, I can't find so-and-so, right? And they go out looking, same thing. One of the largest search parties ever be, right? Comes out there and they're looking for her. They find her 9 miles away in a swamp surrounded by barbed wire, right? And the little girl is like, yeah, the hairy man took me. Yeah, like, it was this hairy, like, I don't know. And she's like young. She can't quite articulate what happened, you know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Like, just scratches, that's it. Just little scratches on her. No, but unharmed. 9 miles. And they sent out the airborne to go and try to get no, I'm sorry, Green Beret. They sent out Green Beret to go and look for this girl because they were like she got kidnapped is what they assume, right? So they go out there and they're searching, right? The Green Beret found her and they said that the trek, that the time it took to find her, because it was pretty quick that they found her like maybe a day later, right? 9 miles away. They said they could not do that trek to get there.
Yeah.
Like in the time that
Yeah, time frame.
because you were going through swamps, you were going through forests, you were going over fences, all this stuff. And she was like, yeah, the hairy man took me. What? Like, that shit, it blows my mind. Like,
Alex Jones, can you fact check that, please?
yeah, dude. But look it up. Yeah, 411 missing person cases. And, dude, it is, oh my God. Mr. Ballin tells it in such a way, too, that's, like, so good. Like, he's such a good storyteller.
Well, you just gave me some shit to go watch when I get home. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Should be out.
Yeah. He talks about, he says that he's only experienced one part paranormal thing in his life, and that story is scary, bro. It is scary. I'll let you listen to it.
Okay.
But it is freaky.
What's the title of the scariest story of my life?
I think it's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mr. Ballin, scariest story of my life or something like that. Look it up. It'll come up.
Okay.
It'll come up.
Beautiful.
All right, let's run this game.
Let's finish out this hand. Let's get out of here, boys.
Yep. Let's do it.
Very good storytelling this episode. Very good.
Thank
What
you.
about you guys?
Shit.
Not very good at storytelling. It's never been a strong suit of mine.
Interesting.
2, 3, 4, 5. Huh.
6 1 ace, anyone?
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it.
Fucking 6.
I don't have a 6.
Since every person has a 6.
Right.
There we go.
That's your winner, huh?
That's it.
Six.
6.
4 from both of you, please.
6, good sir.
Yeah.
Goodman.
Ready?
I got this straight.
Yeah.
I did too.
Damn.
On the high end.
Damn.
On the high end, baby.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was a good reveal too. That was
Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, king. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. King. Yeah, you got it. Ah! Nice.
I don't have the 6, but I have the ace. Clever. I see. Clever. But too short, buddy. Let me see them chips, baby.
That was a good
Let me
one.
get them chips, baby.
That
That
was
was cinematic, bro.
was
Bro,
good.
and from the we rolled that out like 30 minutes ago, and from the
Yeah,
jump, I
yeah.
was looking at it like, oh, is this about to be what I think it's gonna be? And then that 3 came on the turn, and I was like, oh,
I was at 2 2s, man. I was like, all right. We'll roll with it.
I should have went all in. I was scared though, because when you were matching, I was like, what does he have? Does he have like a 6 as well, but like a king? You know, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
that king, when that king flipped, I was like, there's his winner. Fuck.
I
Which-
thought I had it, man. That was
I guess
good.
it would have. So if we both say you had a 6 and a queen, let's say you had a 6 and a queen, I had a 6 and a 9.
There was a king out there, so it would have been a split. Because the 5 would have played. that straight, we would have split if I had a 6.
Okay, so it's
We would have
not-
had an equal size straight.
right.
Then it would have gone to kicker, which I had, and I wouldn't have had an ace. I would have had a 6.
No,
So-
you would have had a queen. In my scenario, you have a 6 and a queen.
But there's a king on the board. And it doesn't matter because the straight plays is the highest 5 cards
Right,
out
right,
there.
right, right. Okay.
So it just would have been an equal
a straight,
straight.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough.
Good game.
Beautiful. That was a good game. Mighty way to end it off, boys. Let's get
This
out.
has been the On Game Show. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Shout out to Rogers and Sly on their storytelling this episode. Can we get a round of applause?
Let's give them a little snap.
Nice, 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 nice. Beautiful,
Oh, yeah.
boys. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
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 hit that bell notification so you know that every time that we release every Wednesday at 1 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
on the dot.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
And comment below any book suggestions or
Movie suggestions.
movie suggestions.
Yeah.
Any
Ha-
fun facts like chewing blubber.
whatever you like, you know?
Hey,
Tell
but
us
no,
about
for
your
real,
hobby.
give me some psychological mindfuck movies to watch. Those are my favorites. So
Awesome. Well, we'll see you next week. Be a good one. You know what that feels like. And peace.
Peace.
peace.